Hi, I'm Kelly, and today I'm going to show you how to use the drivers for the Z Systems Z5c ceramic two-piece implant. First thing up on the kit, you'll see Z5M. M stands for monolith. So in this bubble, these are the drivers for the one-piece implant. Z5c. C stands for cementable. So this is the latch or motor driver for the Z5c two-piece ceramic implant. And Z5c-1, again, C is for cementable. So in this bubble, you also have drivers, the manual drivers for your wrench for the Z5c implant. So we're going to pull these instruments out, and I'm going to show you up close what they look like and how you gain purchase on the implant with these different drivers. So here you have your Z5c implant. Right here are the stickers for the patient chart if you have hard copy. Open this up. You can dump the inside sterile blister pack onto the tray. And then when you pick this up, peel back the opening. Inside this blister pack on a little shelf is the platform that holds the implant. This comes out, and I recommend taking it out the first time you try to attach the driver to the implant because it can be a little loose the first time you try it. You're going to move this bar clockwise or counterclockwise, it doesn't matter, to expose the implant platform. And what we're looking for is these 4 little divots on the inside of the implant platform that will house these 4 little notches or bumps on the driver. So these 4 will line up with the 4 on the driver. It can be very hard to see them unless you have loops or magnification, so they're right on this part. This is the latch or motor driver, and it retains the implant with a white O-ring. So hold the platform, place the driver into the implant, spin it until it drops down and you hear that audible click, and now you've got the implant, and that's going to hang on really well because it has an O-ring. And I recommend the first few times that you place a Z5c implant, you use the manual driver to make sure that you're adjusting it properly, you've got the right torque, and it's just a little bit smoother the first time you place it. So how you do that with these drivers is a little bit different. You're still going to have the 4 little notches on the end of the driver, but these drivers also have a screw. These drivers are hollow, there's a screw in there, and you use this little teeny tiny screwdriver to adjust the screw in there up or down, and that's going to open up prongs on the tip of the driver. I don't know if you can see that very well on an iPhone, but that opens up those prongs when you tighten that screw. If the screw is all the way tightened down for sterilization, you won't be able to get the driver into the implant very well. So I recommend fairly loose, but not so loose that you lose that screw. And then you can place the driver into the implant, twist it until you feel those little notches drop down. Didn't unscrew that screw quite enough. Sometimes you have to jiggle the little screwdriver around to find the star grooves on the internal screw. There it is. So now I've unloosened that a bit, and now this driver will fit down in, and you've got good purchase on that. You don't need an O-ring for this, even with those prongs all the way down. So I recommend, since there isn't an O-ring, just in case, if this wears a little bit, it could drop the implant, so keep up something sterile underneath it, and then you can go to the wrench. And that fits into our torque wrench. Now, let's say you want to place this at higher torque, or you get it to a height that's just a little bit too high and you're at 35 Newton centimeters. I recommend backing it out and starting with the crustal bone drill or tapping indents bone if you haven't already done so. But to do that, you may need a little bit more purchase on the implant than these 4 little dots can give you. So when it's assembled in the implant, it may be in the mouth, actually. You can use this little screwdriver, tighten those prongs down inside the implant so they flare out. they'll be grabbing the inside chamber of the implant. Now you can reverse it at a higher torque, or you can place it at a little bit higher torque if you want to. I recommend no more than 35 Newton centimeters. So once it's in place, then this is not going to detach from the implant, so you're going to need this screwdriver to unscrew it. One caveat that I do like to remind doctors about is that this little screwdriver also happens to fit in our wrench. So this is not the correct assembly to go into the implant. Never use this little screwdriver with the wrench. If you had this engaged and you had it in the wrench and you tighten this screw down, you can cold weld the screw that's in here and these will be permanently flared open. If that happens, give me a call. We'll get you a new driver. So that's it for now. Good luck. If you have any questions, please call Z Systems Customer Support.